So the build-up was mediocre, injuries were everywhere, and our fan favorite Daniel Bryan had to retire. But ladies and gentlemen, it is still WrestleMania season. It is WrestleMania weekend, and WWE has to figure out what to do. So let's hit the music, and let's pretend like it's gonna be a great show and predict what's gonna happen. You feel it? You feel it? Pretend to feel it. Pretend to feel it. Pretend like you care. Here we go.
Attention. Do I have everybody's attention now?
What's up, jabronis? Steven here, and it is time for me to give you guys my WWE WrestleMania 32 predictions. Yeah, the card does not look good. Yeah, the build-up was just all over the place. But we have to predict what's gonna happen and see if somehow WWE can save the day the way they did last year with that awesome Seth Rollins cash-in. And maybe his name might pop up in this prediction video. But pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start with the first match of the night. And we're starting off with a giant clunker. The Usos versus the Dudleys. The match of who gives a fuck. Because literally they did nothing to make this match interesting. Hell, the Usos were getting booed throughout this whole rivalry. The Dudleys were getting booed. I mean, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Something about tables, but the match isn't even a tables match. What's up with that? Seriously, what? It's not even a tables match. How do you not make this a tables match? If the Dudleys are heels because they don't want to use tables, you make it so that this match is a tables match, and if the Dudleys lose, like, it just makes sense. It just makes sense. But we're not making sense here, ladies and gentlemen. What we're going to be doing here is saying that the Usos are going to win, because the way I'm doing this is what's best for business. The Dudleys have been getting buried and doing nothing in the company, and the Usos have been doing nothing and getting booed. So it benefits them to win because the Dudleys have been getting more buried than anybody else in the tag team division besides the Ascension. So therefore, Dudleys lose, Usos win. Let's move on from this piece of crap.
Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go wild.
Next is that amazing Divas match that we're all excited to see. No, not the triple threat that is probably going to be the best match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about the Team B.A.D and Blonde versus Team Total Divas and the Eva Marie. What happened? Oh, God, it's 5v5. It's just a waste. It's a waste. We heard rumors and speculations that the WWE wanted to have 2 Divas matches at WrestleMania. 2! And I was like, okay, what rivalries could we get in? Paige isn't doing anything. Natalya isn't doing anything. Okay, what are we gonna do? We started with the Lana Brie thing, and then that turned into a team thing, and then that turned into whatever this is. And then last week we had Eva Marie come out to booze, and what happened? It did nothing. It doesn't make any sense. Nonetheless, we have all the divas in this match. It's 10 divas that literally 3 of them, 4, half of them could probably wrestle. I mean, we know Paige, we know Natalya, we know Naomi, we know Brie are all really good to decent. Maybe Lana can wrestle. Eva Marie's trying. Summer Rae's trying. Alicia Fox is trying. Who's going to win this? Team Total Divas, because they want to promote the show. Bam, the end. They want to promote the show. They win. Moving on. Next, we have the 3rd annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Now, this looked like it was going to mean something a couple years ago when Cesaro won. But when they did nothing with him for that entire year, and then Big Show won the year after, and they did nothing with him as well, it looks like the winner of this means nothing. So since it means nothing, I'm going to predict. Yeah, it's that quick because I literally don't care. I mean, don't get me wrong. Last year's match with when Sandow betrayed The Miz, that was fun. But Damien Sandow isn't even on the main roster right now. And I'm going to predict that Kane's going to win. Because with the Big Show winning last year, either Kane or Mark Henry. I'm going to say Kane because people are saying this is Mark Henry's last, but maybe he got chokeslammed on Monday Night Raw. So I'm going with Kane winning this just because it means nothing. It means nothing.
Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while.
Next, we have that Kalisto versus Ryback, the match that should have been the ladder match at this event, but it's not. It's the singles match that nobody wants to see for the United States title. We have Ryback, who, let's be honest, has done nothing. He did his old Goldberg look, and it's done nothing. Big man's hungry for nothing. He's going against Kalisto, and the rivalry is big man can beat little men. That's the rivalry going into this, and we're going to say that Kalisto wins because it benefits him more, but I have a feeling as well that they might want to push Ryback because Ryback is literally doing nothing besides whatever this was. They didn't do any build up to it. He kept coming out. People were thinking a Sin Cara heel turn, and none of it happened. None of it. Therefore, we're getting Kalisto winning and proving that the little man can beat the big man. Unless Vince McMahon gets involved and says he wants the big buff man to win. I'm still going with Kalisto because it just makes sense to me and nobody really likes Ryback. And Kalisto's so good it needs something to do. So Kalisto, Lucha. Now we have AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. 4, 5. I don't know. They've thrown so many of these together so fast that I don't even know what this is anymore. I think it's the fourth one. It's the New Hope. I mean, it's the fourth one. So this match is one that I was kind of upset because I wanted to see Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles, maybe do some things there, but that didn't happen. Then maybe Sami, I don't know. This is a weird one because although these two guys do put on good matches, the last time they fought, Chris Jericho almost damn near killed AJ Styles. So let's hope that doesn't happen. But this is going to be a good match. They've been putting on good matches, but it's just not the match that I wanted to see. But I'm sure it'll be an entertaining match. People love AJ Styles and heel Jericho. There's these rumors about Bulletproof, and maybe, but doubt it. So pretty much, AJ Styles wins this match because, again, it's best for business. Jericho is one of the best at putting people over, making people look good. So it doesn't benefit him to win since he's a part-timer for the most part. So AJ Styles wins, and it makes sense, and this match will be good. Not great, but it'll be good. AJ Styles is amazing in his prime, and Chris Jericho, well, you guys have seen all the memes. He's good, but he's not in the best shape he could be in. AJ Styles wins.
Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while.
Now we have what will probably be the opener of the night. The 7-man Intercontinental Championship match, ladder match. We have Dolph Ziggler, Stardust, Zack Ryder, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. Who else am I missing here? I'm missing The Miz, and I'm also missing Sin Cara, because we're throwing everybody into this bitch for no reason. Doesn't make any sense. We're throwing them all. 4 of these guys made sense. The other 3, good for Zack Ryder though. Zack Ryder has his WrestleMania moment here to come up. I mean, I think this is his actual first WrestleMania match, so that's awesome for him. I'm loving him in NXT. The Miz is there. Sin Cara will be the one that will most likely to get himself hurt, because he's going to do something insane. Dolph Ziggler will be the one that's going to be most likely to oversell something and hurt himself. I mean, this match is going to be great. You have great wrestlers in this match, possibly like some of the best wrestlers in the match. We have Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler. I mean, you have Sin Cara. You have great wrestlers in this match. So this match is going to be great. Now the question is, who's going to win? Now, what makes logical sense is to have Sami Zayn win, and that'll jumpstart the rivalry with Kevin Owens. Makes sense. But does the WWE see that as making sense? Sami Zayn comes out to ska music, dresses like a hipster. Does WWE want to see that with the belt? Do they want to see that? I'm gonna say yes, because everybody and their mama wants to see Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn one-on-one with the great two of them. I mean, everybody wants to see that. So I'm going with Sami Zayn winning this, with maybe Kevin Owens stealing it. I mean, if Zack Ryder wins it, mind blown. But let's be honest, they're not giving it to Zack Ryder. Sami Zayn wins this match, and this is going to be arguably the best match of the night, right behind the women's triple threat match. But Sami Zayn wins to jumpstart that rivalry between Kevin Owens that will last us all the way to SummerSlam. Alright, now we have Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar, ladies and gentlemen. What's this going to be? This is a no-holds-barred match. Weapons are included. Dean had his host set up passing of the torch with the hardcore legends. And Brock Lesnar is not known for weapons. So what is going to happen here? I believe that Dean Ambrose will put on one hell of a match, get weapons involved. I believe that maybe there'll be some run-ins by the hardcore legends. But let's be honest, I mean, these hardcore legends and Terry Funk and Mick Foley, they're a bit old. So let's not have Brock Lesnar kill any of them. But I feel like they're going to throw the kitchen sink. And do the Wyatts come out? Do they? Do they come out? Steven, do the Wyatts come out? They're not at WrestleMania, which is hurtful because Bray's amazing. They're not at WrestleMania. So do the Wyatts get involved in this match somehow? Do they do that? I legitimately don't know. I'm gonna say no, because I think the Wyatts have a different plan for this WrestleMania. So I'm gonna say that this is legends come out, Dean Ambrose does everything he can, bloodies Brock Lesnar, has him on the ropes, but Brock Lesnar somehow finds a way to win. And Brock Lesnar still wins, still proving his dominance in a one-on-one competition, still proving that nobody can beat him. That's what I'm going with. Brock Lesnar wins.
Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while.
So the tag team titles aren't being defended this year for some god-awful reason. It's the New Day versus League of Nations, or League of Suck, or League of better than what they're doing. Literally, the League of Nations needs help. This doesn't make any sense. There's a bunch of rumors going around about this. I thought this was going to be a tag match initially. They turned it into some type of handicap match. I don't know what's happening here. They could have been the awesome Freebirds style where all three people are in it and for the belts. I mean, it made sense. But nonetheless, I don't know who's going to win this. The fact that it's not for the titles makes me believe that Lawn is going to win League of Nations just because it's not for the titles. But I heard a rumor, and this is a weird rumor, that The Rock was going to interfere in this. What? No, like that's a wrong rumor. It's off. It's way off. We're gonna say that. I mean, the New Day is so great right now. I mean, people are loving them. They're eating their Booty-O cereal, eating it up. And then the League of Nations is so bad. They did do that one cool thing where they really just showed their dominance, but I believe. Fuck it. We're going with the New Day because the New Day rocks, and I think that WWE wants to have the New Day in front of everybody doing their thing and having the crowd dancing. I think that WWE wants that. So, the New Day, you're going to win this match, even though part of me thinks that League of Nations is. But I'm going with New Day. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event of the evening for me. I mean, this is the main event, ladies and gentlemen. Charlotte versus Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks. It's no joke, ladies and gentlemen. This was the match that had the best build-up throughout the last few months. It made the most sense. We have the three top wrestlers in the WWE on the female side of things. And I believe Sasha Banks has the best finisher in WWE. I love her finisher. And I mean, you threw Paige. If you would have thrown Paige in this, man, it would have been amazing. Or brought out Bayley, made it a fatal four-way with the fatal four horsemen. What? No, I mean, this match is going to be phenomenal. Fucking phenomenal. There is no way this match is bad. So I am going to look at this match and go, what's best for business? There's rumors going around that the Divas Championship, that butterfly piece of shit championship belt, is going away. And what we're getting is a brand new woman's belt, white, that looks like the title for the main heavyweight title. I'm excited about that. But usually, when a title changes hands, that means a new belt comes. Now, does that mean that Charlotte's going to lose? I'm excited to see how all three of these women are going to make their entrance. I think they're all going to come out with flair. I mean, like, they're all going to come out amazing. Charlotte's going to have the robe, obviously. Sasha Banks is on Twitter talking about her sneakers and her new outfit. Becky, I don't know what she's doing, but I'm sure she comes out with her little steampunk thing. I mean, I'm excited, ladies and gentlemen. But I don't know what's best for business here. I'm pulling for Sasha because I fucking love Sasha Banks. She has my favorite theme song in all of wrestling right now. I love Sasha Banks, and she's awesome. But can Becky Lynch pull it out? Does Ric Flair get involved? Does Snoop Dogg get involved in getting Ric Flair's face, since the fact that Sasha and Snoop Dogg are cousins? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go with Sasha Banks, but wouldn't be shocked if Charlotte wins. But I'm going with Sasha Banks because I'm going with my heart and thinking it's time for the boss. It is time for the boss to win the belt. Moving on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Hell in the Cell, Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker. A match that makes absolutely no sense, but we are all hyped as holy hell to watch it. The reason it makes no sense is because nobody knows why The Undertaker is fighting Shane McMahon. He's apparently Vince's bitch, but then he's not his bitch, and then we don't know why. Nobody can. They don't care. The creator doesn't care. But we as fans would like to know. But we're not gonna know. We're not gonna find out. So Shane is fighting to be in control of Raw and wrestling and all that amazing goodness. And he's talking about change, putting the wrestlers that matter in the forefront, all that goodness. And The Undertaker's fighting for all that is evil, and Vince and his old style of looking and all the bad numbers and nothing changing. So who wins? There's a lot of rumors speculating here that Shane will end up winning and that Stephanie and Triple H will go to SmackDown because of the way that Shane worded what he wanted. He said he wanted control of Raw, which would mean he wins and then the brand split happens, and then Stephanie and Triple H get SmackDown and they get full control, and then in actuality Shane is in control of Raw, but it's really Vince, like behind the scenes or whatever. Makes sense. But do I see Undertaker losing? He's The Undertaker. Does the streak matter? They fed Bray Wyatt to him last year, so maybe it still matters. But does it matter? This is going to have interferences. This is going to be the equivalent of the state match last year, where people are just coming out left and right. Like, we're talking, I think Kurt Angle's going to be in this match. People are saying the Bullet Club or Bulletproof or Baylor Club or whatever the hell Finn Balor's team is going to be called is going to come out. I mean, there is speculation that so many people are going to get involved in this match. And so many people believe that Shane is going to do some off the cage. No, he is not jumping off the cage. He is an old man. He is 46 years old, has kids. He is not jumping off the top of the cage and hurting himself. But this match is possibly going to be crazy, insane, and good. There's some rumors about John Cena fighting in Shane's place. There's a bunch of speculation. I want Shane to win because I want change in wrestling. Roman Reigns said some bullshit the other day about how wrestling is for kids. But the average age of a wrestling fan, 70% of it was men from the ages of like early 20s to like mid 40s. Those aren't kids, and that's 70% of your audience. Look at the crowd. Look at the crowd. So I'm going against my gut, and I'm going to say Shane. I'm going to say Shane. I'm going with my heart because I want change. I want change. But I believe that it's The Undertaker. Does he really lose? I don't know. I'm going to say Shane wins, and we get a ton of interference, a ton of change happening, but Shane wins.
Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while.
And ladies and gentlemen, the last and final match of the evening. The one that people are saying, please don't close out the show because it's going to close out with hundreds of thousands of boos. 100,000 boos in the arena, on the screen, cancel WWE Network. I mean, it's going to be bad. We're talking just awful, awful bad. If that man, Roman Reigns is somehow able to beat Triple H and take the WWE Championship. Let's be honest, if you're watching this video, you're like me, you're like, Roman, they fucked you over, man. You can't win it. You have to turn heel. Do you turn heel? Do you turn to the dark side? The rumors are that Vince doesn't want him to turn to the dark side. He wants him to be his new John Cena. So do we bring out John Cena to interfere in this match when Roman wins, and then all of a sudden he screws him because he's like, this is my spotlight, and Roman is heel against John Cena, and people will cheer Roman, and the same fans that love John Cena will love John Cena because John Cena is the good guy. He's the Superman. There's also rumors saying that the Shield, Seth Rollins, might appear here. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that could make sense. He can't wrestle, but he can come out, hit Roman with a curb stomp, still continue to be heel. There's some speculation that maybe the next day on Monday Night Raw, Roman does some things and people start booing him and he just turns heel. There's some speculation that The Rock is going to appear here to kind of give Roman the thing, and then Roman's going to be like, The Rock's still in my spotlight, and beat up The Rock, because if Roman turns heel on The Rock, that'll make him full heel. So, the way I'm going to do this is, Roman's going to win. And I'm going to pray to the WWE gods that any of the three scenarios that I mentioned, Seth Rollins, John Cena, The Rock, hell, anybody, interferes, Roman turns heel, and everybody loves it. If he beats Triple H clean, oh Lord, oh my God, you guys thought what the Brock Lesnar Roman thing would be bad? Roman is really not good right now with the crowd. So I'm going to say Roman wins, and somehow all these interferences come out. I mean, there was a picture that showed that this match is now a no DQ match. Okay, when the fuck did that happen? Didn't know it was, but now it's a no DQ match. Now people can interfere. So I'm going to say that's what happens. People interfere and WrestleMania goes out with a bang. People cheering Seth Rollins or The Rock or Roman. If Roman goes heel, I mean, something's going to happen. Bullet Club shows up. Fuck if I know. Roman's winning. Vince loves that guy. Vince loves Roman for some reason, so Roman wins. Well, pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the predictions video. I feel that WrestleMania 32 is going to go down as a mediocre WrestleMania, or maybe a little bit above mediocre. Might be equal par to what happened last year, because last year's WrestleMania was supposed to be pretty bad. It had a really bad build, but turned out to be a pretty good show. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll have run-ins in like 5 or 6 matches. I think it'll be crazy. I think the entrances will be insane. I mean, it's gonna be a pretty good show to watch. Will it make sense from a WWE fan perspective? I don't know. But nonetheless, make sure you guys comment below. Let me know what your predictions are. What do you think is going to happen? Where do you see every match falling? Comment below with your winners, your losers, and what do you think WWE is going to do on Monday Night Raw the next day? As always, ladies and gentlemen, comment, like, subscribe to the channel for more awesome WWE and top 10 goodness. And I'll be back to talk to you guys wrestling whenever I can. Peace!
And all that visions are sitting high on my own gold throne. Never listening criticism, I built my own. From the bottom, I've gotten myself in my own zone. Never stopping, I made